Hey guys, this is going to be a new series on the YouTube channel where me, Fresher, and
Hello.
Johnson, yeah, get together and talk about stuff related to Battlefield 4 and also some other random stuff as well. We don't know if it's going to be weekly or monthly or whenever it happens. It's just going to be out when we have information that we want to talk about. And today we're going to be talking about the beta and maybe some other things as well. So, the first thing to tick it off basically is classes. What do you two think about the classes in BF4?
Not that I can comment on much of the classes, considering we haven't actually seen many of the guns, but as far as the class menu goes, I hate it because it confuses me, as I'm simple.
Yeah.
But guns I can't really comment, I haven't played it enough.
Yeah.
I'd have to say I think they're really balanced. I think they really beefed up the recon kit
Yeah.
because I mean, snipers are very very powerful now.
Yeah.
Pistols, a whole lot better, in my opinion. They're going back to their roots, like Bad Company 2 and older games. Or the pistols were a lot better.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I have a feeling that the RPG, the lock-on thing, where you get designated where it's like a javelin. I have a feeling that's gonna get changed.
Yeah, it is definitely. I
I
think.
thought they had already tried to patch it in some way, or nerfed it.
Yeah, because there's so many people that are really wound up about it. There was a post by someone on from Dice that said, if you guys hate it that much, they're thinking about actually taking it out for the full game.
Yeah.
Completely.
But I don't agree with that. I think that there's no real way of getting around it because the RPG is as powerful as it's as powerful as
Right.
it is. And
If they make it so it's not a one-hit kill, and if they make it maybe just like a sort of, you've only got like 10-20% health left, but you can't get out of it.
Or-
and if they fix it so it actually does a lock-on.
Or at least
Instead of
have
just-
it like heat-sinking missiles from another heli or a jet, or a stinger. Make it to where it gives you a warning so you know when to pull flares. Right now, it's just you lock on,
I think that's
and
a
that's
bug.
the same sound.
Yeah.
It's probably a bug, and they're probably gonna change that if they don't just remove it completely.
No better.
But if anything, if they do keep it, they need to change that for sure.
And I know that me and Johnson have both experienced a lot better performance since the second patch they brought out for the beta, which came out today, I think.
Yes,
Which is the 10th of the 10th, 2013. And did you say that you've got better performance as well?
No, I haven't.
No, no, I didn't think that. So it's weird. It seems like some people's computers it's fixing it, some people it's not.
You're trying to say?
Probably an optimization issue. I think that's all it is. I think it's just it comes down to specifics of processors, how they work with graphics cards, and there's so many different combinations out there that I can see where it'd be hard to optimize for every system, like every configuration. But
Because you
Yeah.
have so many combinations of
Yeah.
motherboards, graphics cards, everything like that. I mean,
and I totally agree with the whole sniping thing. I think that sniping seems a lot better now.
yeah.
I don't know if it could do with a slight punishment for when you zoom in, and there's a bit of wobble on your scope or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about quick scoping yet.
Yeah, because it's obviously in the game.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
tested this and everything, and it is in the game, but it may not have been intentionally added. But like some of the games in the Call of Duty series, I mean, it was intentionally added for that purpose.
Yeah.
Because
I
the
remember.
community wanted it.
I remember playing Call of Duty 2, and that game was beast with sniping. Like you could one-shot kill anybody with a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And I think that's where it came from, because I know it's an Infinity Ward sort of trademark.
Yeah. Even though in the beta you can't kill with one hit,
Yeah.
unless you're at really close range to the chest, that'll change in the full game because people won't always run the flak. I think it's called the flak vest
Yeah. Yeah.
perk or whatever. Those that they haven't really told us much about. But
skill tree. There's still a couple
Yeah,
more
skill
skill
tree,
trees to be brought out. In fact, they posted the other week and said that you could vote for which one you wanted in the final game.
Right.
And there's a pretty cool one on there. There's one that counteracts the other. So there's one called Hunter, and it starts off with a skill where if you spot someone, the spot lasts for twice as long, which means that obviously that guy's going to be spotted by everybody for twice as long of the time. But there's another perk which halves the time on another skill tree, which is the first one, is which it halves the time that you've been spotted for.
So
that'll
like
counteract it. Yeah. Which means I don't know how balanced the skills are going to be, because you know that there's going to be one skill tree that everybody runs with, like in Call of Duty you had Stopping Power Pro, or Stopping Power in the original game, and everybody used it, like because they had to have the same advantage to everybody else.
Right.
And as is with Battlefield 3, and you had the M16A3, everybody ran with that gun because obviously it's the best gun all round. Speaking about that though, like, what do you guys think of the assault class? You played a lot of
that. It's at the moment my best class in the beta, and I don't know. I think it's the guns that they gave us, the AK-5C and the we'll say them across Scar H.
Yeah. Oh, the AK-12. The AK-12.
The AK-12, yeah, that's it. AK-5C is a different gun. That's in my opinion, most overpowered gun of the game.
I haven't used it at all.
Yeah.
I've been flying and dying. That's about it.
Flying helis.
Yeah. I think reviving has been too nerfed. I think that needs to be.
Yeah, that needs to change.
Yeah, they basically
flap around a bit, slam to the floor, and they sometimes get up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And nobody's doing the full charge. You're always gonna get revived with 20 health. That's just how it's been.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to, but in a combat situation. Yeah.
And the thing is, as well, is the actual time that you stay dead for, it's been nerfed a fuckload. So basically means that if you're not running as a squad together, if you're at the say you're in Metro, like I know that game's going to be, that map's going to be coming back. If you're in, do you know where the center bit is in Metro?
Yeah.
If you're in the office bit and the other guy's at the other side in the lockers, there's no way that you're going to be able to jump all the way over there and revive him, because there's just too little time to get there. And I don't know how it's going to play out.
I think they should either make the defibs back to where they were, maybe not as powerful and as quickly recharge. They should definitely put an ammo count on them.
Yeah.
Which they have now.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah. But like when you revive somebody, it should put them to at least 50, in my opinion. And they should keep the time to where, like, the time that you're dead for. Very,
especially because the guns kill so quick in this game. It's a faster paced game, so the reviving has been sort of slowed down to this like slug pace, whereas everything else has been juggernauted up. So it's kind of like you've got this fast paced game with reviving on the side, and it's like DICE has took it on board, which is a good thing, but they've took it too far. It's like they're trying to nerf it too much. They've just, I get where everybody's coming from, because like the assault class in BF3 was the class to play as, and it was very hard to play the game if you've got like a team that's playing all M16A3. I'm guilty of doing it because I love that gun. And the other team are playing like proper squads. You've got one medic, you've got one support, one sniper, and one NG. And you're in a conquest match, and they're all playing together as a squad. They could get absolutely shit on by one good player that's an assault class, and that's what I mean. I see where they're coming from, but because these classes are now balanced in BF4, surely that should mean that if you put the same defib mechanics into it that were in BF3, it would suit it more, because you've got the fast ability to be able to revive people. So that one medic that was in that squad of 4 could then pick up his squad and then carry on. After they've been shit on by some random guy that's really good. The ammo thing is a big thing in this, I think. The way that the ammo works in this game, it seems like the ammo either runs out too quick, or you've not got enough ammo in your gun. I don't know how that works exactly yet. I've not got used to it, but
I found with using guns like the ACR, the ones with like a really high rate of fire, like the MX4 and the ACR are good examples of this, because they shoot so fast that it's not, you run out of ammo so quick.
Yeah. And quickly about like support and engineer. I think engineer is the RPG seems to be a lot better in this game. Just quickly passing through this because of time. The RPG seems to be a lot better. It seems like the RPG has a pop-up design for the missile, so it seems to go up before it goes down, and it seems like you can do a lot more crazier things with it. You can be a lot more aggressive and confident in taking down choppers without having the assist of a sniper laser in it.
Personally, I don't like the RPG. It seems too slow. I don't know if it's just because of the animation, the way it's done, but to me, the traveling of the RPG just seems too slow.
Really?
I think what it is, it's going to come down to a practice really more than anything, because it's still going to be balanced, but once you get used to that flight time, you're going to get it's going to be like BF3. If you don't go back to BF3 and play it, and then you're used to the fast sort of flight time of the RPG from that, and you just play on BF4 for like maybe a month or something, and play with the RPG and really try and get used to it, it's going to feel exactly the same.
It's not the feel of it. It's just I think it looks a bit unrealistic. Like if you're on the side of a heli, and you're flying at like a normal speed, and you fire an RPG forwards, you overtake that RPG for a good 2 seconds before it actually comes past you.
Yep.
Which I personally think is ridiculous, because
Yeah, I noticed that too. They really need to
is it
fix
going backwards?
that animation, because when you do fire it out of a heli, and if the heli's moving at a reasonable speed, it'll go from basically the tail rotor, and then it'll launch.
Yeah, I get you. Right, after classes, I mean, obviously support. I'm not 100% sure on this. Do you guys know if support's going to have C4 as well?
Pass.
I'm not sure.
I imagine it will do, but that's just a guess.
I was going to say, because I'd be pretty disappointed if the support class didn't have C4, to be honest. I'm so used to playing support class in BF3 and having the sandwiches to give out to tanks and things like that, I think that kind of made that class good. That was sort of like the good thing about that class, was having
It just
explosives
seemed like
on it.
quite the tanky class, just to bring out like, oh, we've got to sort these guys out, bring out the support, C4.
And the side weapon that you get with that class at the moment, the what is it, the
Airburst.
XM85 is it? Or something like that?
XM25. I'm looking at it right
25,
now.
yeah. That one, I think I heard that it got nerfed as soon as the beta came out, pretty much, because it was OP, and now it seems like it does nothing. So it's kind of like, I'm not going to touch that gun anyway, and that's why I'm,
people, doesn't it?
yeah, I'd rather run around with like a big support box and some sandwiches. On to the next subject, which is recoil. Sorry, it just makes me laugh when I talk about recoil with Battlefield 4.
What recoil?
Yeah, what recoil? I don't
Just
think.
this game.
Yeah, I think that this is going to be in the final game. I think this is how they've decided to design the game from the ground up. It's going to have a lot less recoil on it.
It's meant for the more average player. It's not meant for just, people like. I mean, not saying that we're above everybody, but I mean, pretty good at the game. So
Yeah.
I mean, like Battlefield 3, you had to be really accurate.
Yeah.
To be good with a sniper or a M16 even, you had to be accurate. It's not like that gun didn't have recoil. And it's not like they don't have recoil, it's a lot easier to control.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it about recoil, to be honest. Everybody knows that that is there, and it's going to be in the final game. And I think I'm coming round to BF4 slowly. I mean, at the start of it, I really did not like it.
I still don't. Personally.
Still not.
Maybe it's me having a terrible graphics card and me not being able to get used to it at the moment and not playing it for long enough. But helis have let me down. Gunplay, I seem to just not be able to kill anything. It's probably just me being bad.
I'm sure that'll change when the full game comes out. Because obviously there'll be different maps, better guns, different. You'll be able to fly scout helis whenever you want.
Yeah.
And there's only 3 servers up at the moment, so. And
obviously you've got the training ground for the air vehicles as well. That's going to be out with the game, so you can go into it. Yeah, so there's going to be like a bot mode in Call of Duty, where it's offline but it's on a multiplayer map.
Mode.
Yeah, it's going to be like that, but there's going to be no enemies in it, so you'll be able to get into a helicopter, because there were so many people that complained about noobs getting into them and then getting them killed and things like this.
Yeah, it's just like you couldn't really practice to fly helis because you would just get wrecked.
Yeah, and there's going to be like literally maps that are designed for just flying. I think they're going to be put into the game, which means that you'll be able to practice at it and get better at maneuvers and things like this, which I think is a really good idea. I mean, I'm probably going to get onto that because, to be honest with you, I mean, I can fly in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4.
You can fly pretty good.
But it's not to the standard where it should. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's so many really good players. Like Fresherrr introduced me to that Widget Bear guy, and he is fucking amazing in you know, being in a pilot and things like that. But yeah, I mean, like Fresherrr and Johnsen, I think, are the main sort of vehicle guys. Like Johnson's amazing in tanks, and Fresherr's pretty amazing at flying. So, what are your guys' thoughts on infantry, not infantry, on vehicles in BF4?
Helis, again, I'm not really feeling at the moment. It's just, I don't know. It's probably just me not being able to get used to it. But I just feel they've toned down the hitboxes a little bit on soldiers, that is. So you don't really seem to get kills as easy. But I suppose that's slightly more realistic. And when you're in other heli battles, it just seems too washy and just floppy. You just can't. You don't get the satisfaction of hitting them, and you don't know when they're gonna die. It's just kind of right. I'm gonna keep going until he dies. It's like Battlefield 3. If you emptied your entire like kind of mag, I call it. It's not really a mag, but belt without overheating into a heli, it would die, and you could see the stages of it breaking down. You know, set on smoky and then set on fire, then exploding.
Yeah.
Whereas this, it just kind of seems to, I don't know, you just don't seem to get much satisfaction of an actual hit markers in such a way.
Yeah.
I'd say the attack helis are they're very, very underpowered.
Yeah.
Especially the pilot.
Especially the pilot.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them are. But the flares need to be toned down. You need to have less time to wait for flares. I mean, it's at a 30-second wait.
Yeah.
And that's.
So I think that was the issue with the lock-on. Because if someone just locks onto you and they're sort of like well coordinated with somebody else, and they say, right, I'm going to fake lock onto this pilot, there's flares straight away. They've got to wait 30 seconds, so that next lock-on is going to be instantaneous, and the RPG is just going to fly up and destroy it.
Yep.
I think it's a one-hit kill with a attack helicopter, isn't it? And it's 2 for a transport.
No, it's a one-hit kill with an RPG if it's locked on with a laser designator from a recon.
Yeah,
it is a one-hit kill to anything. I'm not sure about the jets, obviously, because they're not in the game, but
I'm
all the helis.
I thought the transport heli still took 2 RPGs.
Nope,
Yeah,
it's one. If you hit it just regularly, it's 2 for some reason. But if you just hit it with 1, I don't know why, but it just.
Well, maybe a glitch
Blows
or
it up
something,
immediately.
or a bug.
It's probably just a bug. It'll probably change. It probably will be 2.
Yeah, I guess what they did is they coded it so that it said, if it's locked on to anything that like it's flying, one-hit kill. And just generalized it, but I was going to talk about some competitive stuff, but this video is.
Topics I'd like to talk about quickly.
Yeah, go on.
Well, I was going to discuss the new AMD cards, but we can do that next week if you want. We've got more information on the R9 or 290X.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think of the new? Well, Johnson, you probably won't have even heard of this. You might have, I don't know. But Chris, what do you think of the new Huddle Tesco tablet?
I have no idea what you're on about, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tesco have released a tablet that's £120. Yeah, 119. Sorry.
Okay.
And it's their version and sort of trying to compete in the tablet market.
Oh.
So it is 5 by 7 inches, 16 gigabyte internal storage, where you can expand that with an SSD. It's got a 7-inch screen. 1440 by 900 HD resolution, so it's.
Oh wait, did you just say SSD?
Shabby. You can upgrade an SSD if you want. No, micro
Really?
SD. Wow, I read that.
Oh, right, okay. I was like, wow, they're gonna fucking get somewhere. They are. Tesco's really gonna get them a name for this fucking tablet.
Yeah. Be able to add
10-point
SSDs
multi-touch
to it.
screen. That means nothing to me because I don't know what that is in comparison to everything else. But why not? It
It's the
has
same
an
as an iPhone.
A9 quad-core processor at 1.5 GHz, 1 GB RAM, and a Mali 400 quad-core GPU, whatever that is.
It's actually really good for a tablet.
Comes in black, purple, red, and blue. I think it could be quite competitive.
Can you send a link to it?
Yeah, one sec.
Well, we'll link it in the box anyway in the description.
One more quick thing.
Mhm.
Asda, yeah, just keeping on the chain of supermarkets here.
Yeah.
Asda, as of the 15th of October,
Mhm.
you can go there and you can be 3D scanned and printed in an 8-inch model of yourself.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know. I just found this.
What?
So, they're trial running it in York. So,
Mhm.
15th of October, you
I
can
might just
go
drive
get
down
scanned
there.
in. Oh
I
wait,
wanna
okay.
do it myself.
It's capable of scanning any object up to the size of the car, so fat people are sorted.
Oh no.
Wow.
And it can be reduced to an 8-inch model, and it looks really realistic actually. Each statue costing £40, cheaper than I thought. So they 3D scan it in, 3D print it, color it using I don't know what software that is, and then print it out.
It's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Hang on,
I have to say that's pretty awesome.
Just a
Also-
side note on this, guys. If you're from America, you probably won't have any idea. I don't think did Johnson does America have Tesco's and Asda?
Do we what?
You have Tesco's and Asda.
No.
Well, just a side note, Asda is actually ran by Walmart, so you guys might have that in the future. I don't know. You might even have it already, but
So we'll just say it's basically the same thing as a Walmart.
Yeah, it's just
yeah,
a Walmart.
yeah, exactly. But we don't
Just
sell
super
guns,
Walmart.
so
Just...
Yeah.
Okay,
You
that
can
makes
actually
sense.
buy 3D printers now, can't you?
yeah.
Yeah.
They're like £700-800 each.
Yeah.
That's awesome though. Because didn't someone leak some documents on how to make a real working gun?
Yeah, they did.
Just
Yeah,
3D
you could
printer.
actually do that. Yeah.
Quite a while back.
Well, it's not even leaked. There's a video online, like a 10-minute sort of thing that shows you how they do it, and it's the ACRs. Actually, they make ACRs with it, but they're trying to. I think that there's some sort of legal disputes over in America at the moment.
Oh
with it
yeah,
because
definitely. Because
because
it's
they're
I
not-
would say so.
yeah,
they're saying-
they're not tagged like serial tagged or
Yeah.
anything. It's just like a clean built weapon. So
People can buy them and
mafiosa.
build their
Yeah.
guns
apparently
with it.
because it's printed, people are saying you shouldn't have to have a license for it, but it's still a weapon. Well, I suppose it's still a gun, but it's still a weapon. And you don't have to have a weapons license. You can carry on a spade if you want, can't you?
Yeah, yeah. In England, anyway. Yeah. Anyway, final thoughts on the beta. Just to wrap this all up for you guys.
Meh.
Describe it
my-
in 3 words.
Well,
Go.
I don't know. I mean, like, I'm gonna just go with this, and I'm gonna say classes are very balanced. The beta is what it is. It's a beta, and I think I can grow to love this game. I think there's going to be lots of, really cool moments where we all fucking shit on a team and laugh and have some good times with each other, and maybe do some trolling videos and things like that. For the guns, I think the guns are really good at the moment. I'm disappointed that we only got like 12 guns in total or something like that.
Yeah.
But then the final game comes out in like 2 weeks or something. Flying, I have no fucking clue about. I got in one and I did some stuff and then we got killed. But it was alright. So yeah, that's my final thoughts on it. What about you guys?
I'd have to say I loved it. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, a beta's a beta. It's always gonna have its bugs, glitches, the lag in the beginning. First week it was so laggy I couldn't even bear it. But I don't know. If this is anything like the final product, I'd say it's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna love it. You know. And I'd say the guns. Oh, sorry, for sure. The
fine.
guns probably be. I'd say they're good. I think in my opinion, they might need to increase the recoil. In some of the guns. I mean, even though that's what they set out to be, it's still very, very low. And I think they actually need to change that. And then flying, obviously, we discussed that, so.
I'd have to say, gunplay, like it, but I'm bad at it. Heliplay, like it, but I'm bad at it. And frames, if this final game is released and I'm getting the same frame rate, I'm going to cut myself. That's it.
That's it.
Cool. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this sort of discussion. I know it's quite long. Thank you if you stayed to the end of this video. Post your thoughts in the comment section below and let us know what you think. We're really interested to know everybody's opinion on this. Obviously, it's a big thing, when when a game like this gets released, and it's a subject to talk about. So, yeah, thanks for listening.
Also,
See you-
the links to most things will be down in the description somewhere.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna
the
post
topics
those
and
down there for you. Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yep.
Oh shit! You know what I've just realised? I wasn't recording for the whole
Yeah,
of
see
that.
where it says in your name.
Yeah, joking. All right. See you guys. Bye.